We're doing good, Q.
Well,
we're almost to heaven.
How's everyone doing? That's right, it's me, Sunday Joe.
Yeah.
Welcome to ring number 8, violence. Horror movies, especially ultra-violent horror movies, are definitely a hit here in hell.
Wait.
Who would have thunk that, right? And you know, if I'm in charge, we got Sinful Dwarf playing on a loop as well as Women in Prison marathons on the weekend. But what film series really gets everyone floating around down here is a certain series that was banned in 40 countries. That's right, I'm talking Faces of Death, son. Now to get to the final ring, you are going to have to tell me if a mondo violent scene I described to you from the infamous 6th installment film series Faces of Death was really in one of the 6 films. And you must answer 3 out of 5 questions right to advance.
Understand?
Yeah, but he's ring 8?
Actually, he fucked up many times in this.
Okay.
He was
ring 5 was ring 8.
Yeah,
So he's ring 7.
Yeah, he got his numbers mixed up. But actually, it's all
Detouring all over hell.
it's all serendipitous. It's almost like he knew he was
Right.
going to be played next to last. As
Right.
if as if we really had this fucking worked out right? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, me and getting worked on this a long time.
When I wasn't looking for keys, I was working on this.
Oh shit, that's Tucker. He thought I was calling him back. Oh, he must have been waiting this whole time. I feel so bad. That was Tucker. He says he's happy. He was happy to do it. He had a ball, and he would be more than willing to ever do it again if we ever need him.
Okay.
He's on board. He's our guy.
Hear that, Simmy?
He's our excuse.
He gives us a reason to continue on. And
How did he write it if he's dyslexic? Is it...
Autocorrect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. Autocorrect writes backwards to forwards?
It learns.
He's got a special phone.
Okay, now do you understand in this ring what you guys are doing? Jeff
Yes.
is going to describe to you a scene
Got it.
of a mondo violent scene. You have to decide if it was really in the Faces of Death film series
Right.
or if he made it up.
Now, I have an advantage here because I've watched those series many times in my life.
You've watched all 6 installments.
I've watched all 6. I watch as they get more ridiculous and fake as they go along. So it's probably been a decade since I've seen them, but I used to watch them fairly regularly.
You know what, though? I mean, if you can use that skill to
Yes.
your advantage in hell,
Yes.
good on you.
I think I'm on this. I think we
Good
got
on
this,
you.
Brian.
All right?
I feel good about myself a little bit that I would say I haven't seen them in 30 years, not 10 years. That's weird that you're watching them so
Hey,
recently.
fuck, man. Maybe 15 years.
You ready for the first clue?
I'm
Remember,
ready.
you got to get 3 out of 6 right.
Yes.
So if you get 3 right, you move on. You don't have to.
Well, it's not a clue. He's just telling us a scene, right? And we have
Yeah,
to
and
say
you're like
whether
that. You have to tell me
in it or not.
that was in the series or that was bullshit.
Okay,
that didn't
great.
happen.
Footage of a Mexican circus where a tightrope performer slipped from the rope and his neck caught the wire and slit his throat. He landed in a safety net and bled out squirming around in front of a live crowd till his body stopped moving.
That was in it.
You're saying
That was in it?
I defer to you.
I remember the net, not the fall.
And I don't remember his neck getting cut either. Now, it has been quite a while
Right.
since I saw it. I thought that he went through the net or the net broke or something.
Maybe because all I'm remembering is the net.
Yeah. If I were to guess, I would. I don't want to fuck this up though. My initial guess is no. That's the scene is in there, but that's not how he died.
I will tell you this: we are not trying to tease you. It either is not or isn't. There's no well, that scene was in there, but this didn't happen.
Okay.
There is no salting of the.
So then I'm going to say yes.
You can say yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is this one of those things like the Exorcist II heretic thing where he can say yes and I can say no and then we're right?
Not in this one. You guys both have to. Agree.
I think I remember it.
Okay, I'll go with you, Q.
Yes.
So the scene of a Mexican
Was
tightrope
in the movie.
walker falling from the rope, slicing his neck, and dying in the net was in the movie.
Yes.
That did not happen in the Faces of Death series.
All right, Brian. All right. That's all right. Don't worry about it. My bad.
We're gonna do it.
My bad, bro.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
All right, guys. Okay, you're allowed to miss 3.
Okay.
Footage of a Bangladesh wedding that was interrupted when an escaped zoo elephant came charging through the outdoor reception, killing half of the wedding party as it was all caught on film.
An elephant crashed the wedding and trampled some guests.
Gonna say yes, Brian.
You gonna say yes?
I don't know. I'm starting to regret proclaiming myself an expert on the Faces of Death series. I regret it already.
Hubris.
Yes.
Bangladesh seems so specific, too.
I don't know. Sounds likely, though. Then again, if
Wait, an escaped zoo elephant.
but if they're faking shit, which that series was mainly faked, that's a lot to fake.
You're going to need an answer, boys.
What does Tucker think?
You can't help you with his skills now.
I don't remember this.
Just give me an answer. True or false?
50-50.
Right. You think you saw it?
I don't remember it. But as we just learned, my mind is playing tricks on me.
Yeah.
It's you can't do this. You can't just sit there like this long.
Of course we can.
Come on.
You want to? All right. Sorry, time's up. Do you want to just go with yes, Q? Yeah, it was in
Whatever you think. Follow your heart.
Yeah, sure. They got stomped and trampled.
That scene was not
Fuck.
in the series.
Okay. It's okay.
You can only miss one more.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
Well, at least I won't have
And
to.
you're this close to ring 9.
All right.
Imagine getting this close and not getting it.
Yeah, we can imagine it. Because we got to get the next 4 right.
No, you got. Well, no, you don't. You can get one more wrong.
All right. We got to get 3 out of the next 4?
Footage of a New Guinea tribe that devoured one of their fellow tribesmen' testicular tumor while he screamed in agony.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
What?
It's impossible to remember any of this. Like, I saw this shit when I was, like, in my teens.
So why? So maybe you shouldn't agree at the fucking beginning of the episode when the Baron asked you, "Do you still want to go?" Now you can't complain about it. When I said, "Do you want to continue?" You're like, "Yes."
Yeah, nobody who ever goes to hell is fucking regretful.
So you want?
Eventually, something's had to have been in these movies, dude. So I might as well just say yes.
But that sounds weird. They're eating his testicular tumor
It sounds like exactly the sort of thing they would put in Faces of Death, though.
while he's screaming in agony.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be screaming in fucking delirious
Joy.
ecstasy. Yeah.
So you want to go with yes, Q?
I'm going to say, much like Stacey Patella devoured Chris Redondo's nuts. Yes.
His cancerous nuts.
Yes.
Yeah, while he screamed in pain.
So you're gonna say that the testicular.
Something has to be in these
Nuts.
movies eventually.
Unless none of them, or they're all made up.
Well, that's a trick.
Right? Well, fucking devil's tricky, dude.
I know.
The devil's tricky, and you're not. So what is the answer? True or false?
Oh, snap. He got us.
I can barely sit in this chair anymore. Can we just say yes?
Yeah, we'll see.
You say yes.
Yes.
That the natives eating a testicular cancerous testicle happened.
Sure. I mean, I don't think it did.
Why are you listening to him? It wasn't in there. False. It was not in there. You guys got to get the next 3 right.
But fucking none of these are in there. I'm just going to say yes to every one. So if none of
No,
them
we
are
should
ever
start
in
saying
there.
no to all of them.
No, because now comes the switch.
All right, you guys got to get this one right, or you're stuck.
I know.
Well, you know what? If you're gonna be stuck in a circle with Sunday Jeff for eternity,
It's not really
it's not
hell.
that bad.
Yeah,
You
he's
guys,
all right.
imagine you got stuck with Chris.
And we're watching Sinful Dwarf.
It's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
Footage of a Middle Eastern riot during a funeral procession through the streets where a crazed mob ripped the corpse out of the coffin and the body was then torn into bits.
A Middle Eastern funeral procession.
I don't remember.
Body was ripped out of the coffin, as they're apt to do. They do it every day. It seems like.
They did it to the Shah. Ayatollah Khomeini. I'm going to say no.
You're gonna say it
False.
didn't happen.
I say it did not happen. I mean,
Q.
I'll go with him. I'll say no.
False. It did not appear in the series.
So
Yes.
4 for 4. None appeared in these fucking movies.
Sunday Jeff's sitting there making shit up.
Who picked this? Did he just make these up?
Yeah. Why?
Because he didn't fucking put one in that appeared in the movie?
It's hell.
That's a good point. Can't argue with that.
You got one of Ming's bootleg versions.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. You had to get 3 out of 5 right. So there's not a 6th one. So you guys are either I change the rules on the fly and you get this one right and you go on, or we end it right here and we're done, and you guys are permanently stuck here in hell.
Well, that number,
I don't think
that
we
number
would have
was
been
meant to be there. Jeff
kid him.
messed it up.
I don't think we would have been as flippant if we had known that there was only one more left. So I think maybe we
Should the Baron bend the rules?
I think in the interest of fairness,
It's so unusual that this would happen.
All right,
This is hell.
you get this right, you're going to move on to the last circle of hell.
Okay, the answer is no.
Footage of a televised Brussels badminton match where a player was struck in the neck with a shuttlecock and died from his injuries.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
A badminton match.
The shuttlecock is the thing they hit around,
Yeah,
right?
The shuttlecock hit the player in the throat.
it's rounded.
He died.
It's very heavy in competition.
It is.
Okay.
Look how
And you know how hard they hit that fucking thing?
Yeah, it's like
going
100
going 120. I think the fastest clock
All right.
shuttlecock.
See, here's the thing.
was a buck and a
Walt's
quarter.
leading us to a yes. Mm-hmm. But Walt typically does that to screw us over. But I think Walt wants to get to 9.
I'm going to say no.
Really? I was going to say yes.
Yeah, I know you said
I think
it 3
Walt
times. and
wants
you
us
fucked
to say
over.
yes.
He doesn't.
All right.
You want us to say no.
Walt doesn't want you to. Walt wants you to say yes, but the Baron wants
Walt's
you to say
not here.
false.
Walt is not here. Only the Baron is here.
I would listen to the Baron.
Yeah, you should listen to the Baron.
Yeah.
You should listen to him.
Go ahead. Say
Yeah,
no.
okay, so no.
Correct.
Wow.
All of the faces of death scenarios were false.
Sunday
Wow.
Jeff, liar and deceiver.
He's fucking good. He's
hell.
good.
Well, let's see. Maybe he's even lying now. Let's see what he has to say.
Well done. You're both
Well
moving
done.
on. I gotta run. It's Cosplays Tuesday here in Hell, and me, Ming, Gidim, Chris, Frank number 5, and Mike are doing a mashup of the films Human Centipede and Salad. We definitely are getting first place this week. Later.
Did you ever see Sallow, Q?
What's up?
Did you ever see Sallow?
No. I saw Human Centipede, though.
Yeah, Salo's like this crazy. I think it's Italian decadent movie. Like people are eating shit, and yeah, it's gross.
That's what they do in hell, though. So
Yeah,
if you're worried about your soul, you don't want to do that.
So we're going to 9.
This is it. Final circle.
So the mercy that Barrett Flanagan gave us might not be mercy at all, because this is hell.
right.
All right.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
We're ready.